Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good evening as we come to you tonight from North Catholic High School, where a big second-round matchup as the South Allegheny Gladiators are taking on your Ellwood City Wolverines. It's playoff time. What a great week for basketball. Thad Sturgeon alongside Brad Windhorst. We certainly thank you for tuning into our audio stream here tonight. And we certainly want to give a shout-out to Spokane Orthodontics for putting forward some money so we can do this here this evening. Brad, we talk about an exciting week in basketball. And when you're a team like Ellwood City, they got two teams in the dance. And the girls have taken care of business for 2 games. They'll go for their 3rd game tomorrow. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit in our pregame show. And then, of course, the boys here of Ellwood City. Yep. Just Wednesday night.
It's contagious. It is the Lawrence County. It just means that much more. We just witnessed the first game here tonight that possibly could be a matchup either way. If Ellwood would win or South Allegheny wins, they will now officially know they will be taking on the Mohawk Warriors from Lawrence County. The loser will play Southmoreland. And when I say Lawrence County, it becomes contagious. We saw some good games last night in Neshannock in a 4 overtime game.
Craziness.
And in Union, both boys and girls winning in crazy fashion.
Yes, they did.
Last second, and the other one shutting out a team with 0 points the second half.
You're down by 1 in the first half, and then you completely shut them out. And folks, a side note for our Ellwood City faithful there at home, you want to see some good basketball Monday night.
Yes,
Ellwood City is hosting those 2 Union, the 1A games that feature Union on the girls' side and boys' side. I don't have in front of me who they're playing right now, but if no Ellwood's playing, go out there and support our friends from up there in Union, right there in our backyard at Ellwood City. We talk about the great week. Let's go back here to just past Wednesday night where the Wolverines traveled down there to South Park. And for those of you who wanted to listen and view, we apologize greatly. Internet was an issue, but all that being said, you can go rewatch that game
on
if
NFHS.
you so desire, or audio is free as well, right?
Yes, yeah. James Dotson and the Lawrence County crew is working on it. They're going to have the audio, but NFHS does have the video file out there. It's ready to go, and I tell you what, I was watching it with a couple.
Just get the NFHS monthly subscription.
Yeah, give it a shot.
And you're good.
Yep.
And you're good the rest of the way. Don't do the game stuff. Just get the month, and you can check all that out. But back to that game, Brad, the Wolverines found themselves down by 10. Wow. And from a broadcasting perspective, it felt like more than that.
It did.
South Park just kind of had their way with them. Underneath, 2 slam dunks. The big guys, all the length of South Park, 6'8", 6'5", 6'4". We heard Coach Dan Bradley say in the post-game interview that you can see on our YouTube channel, this is he didn't want to play South Allegheny. He didn't want to play Greensburg
South Park
and South Park.
But that's what
was the one he was worried about because of their length. I mentioned down by 10 at half. They come out of halftime and go on a 13-2 run.
15-2, yeah.
A 15-2 run, and got back into it. Close game all the way through, but they pulled it out at the end.
You talked about the size, the 6'8", Luke Scarf, number 11 there for South Park. Amazing career. He went over 1,000 this year. He's a junior. He'll be back at it next year. But that team had a lot of length. On the flip side, a coming out party for the Wolverines. 5 for 12 in the first half to be outdone in the second. 5 for 9. They finished 10 of 21 from the three-point land. Thad, I looked it up. It's been a long time. It's been almost 2 years since 10 three-pointers for Ellwood went and fell.
Well, and anytime you're shooting at that 50% mark from three-point land, I'm not talking about just shooting 2 in a game.
Yep.
When you're shooting 20, that's it. And that was, talking about a coming-out party, the game of his life, Chucky Swinesburg.
Oh, my.
16 points. Played very well defensively, had some key steals. And tonight, when you're taking on first place, number 2 seed, South Allegheny, you're going to need performances like that out of the Chucky Swinesburgs, out of the Caleb Cervix. It's got to have to be a really team win here tonight.
And if this game didn't have any more emphasis on winning, you win tonight, you're guaranteed state playoffs. You're guaranteed at least a bare minimum of 4 seed. That's huge. But you want to talk about history. wow, we can talk about all the football games we want. This is going to be personal for South Allegheny after that 13-12 victory. And we've got names across the board. Drew Cook, the wide receiver, with that 95-yard touchdown. He's playing. He went over 1,000. He's averaging 21 points per game. Cameron Epps, the running back, 18.7 points per game. He's in this game. Camden Lewis, Josh Jakowski, and Jake Ewer, all starting 5 for South Allegheny tonight, all played football just a couple months ago,
on
and
a
they
very,
know
very good football team that it was. Talk about South Allegheny's head coach. Well, just some stats about South Allegheny. PPG has them ranked second, Trib second in the state. According to Trib, they are 4th.
Yes.
And when you're that ranked like that, your offense is averaging 67.2 points per game, and defensively only giving up 46.8. You go to the other side of the Wolverines, they're at 58.1 points on offense and 53 points given up on defense. They won in the first round, as we said, 55-51 over South Park. And South Allegheny, mercy me, as they took care of Charleroi, the 15th seed, 61-32.
Oh, and you want to talk about a quick little breaking news there, Thad. The Sturgeon family making some connections. We want to give a big shout out to Jackie Sturgeon. She's got a friend at the Riverside game. For those who are across the pond, 3 miles just a little bit south of us, Riverside and Keystone Oaks are playing in that play-in game, consolation game.
This is girls.
Yeah, for the girls basketball to get into state playoffs. End of the third quarter, it's Keystone Oaks 33-29. So Riverside holding check, only down by 4, heading into that fourth quarter. Back
and
to
it
you,
does
Thad.
get a little bit confusing, folks, as we got the WPIAL path to the Pete going on.
Too many letters.
And then you go to the PIAA state run, which there's games being played. A person from South Allegheny, an older gentleman, says, hey, when do the brackets come out for the PIAA? I said, you need a Philadelphia attorney to figure that one out, because it's all over the board. Each section can be different because of the consolation.
And they are, if you want a blank PIAA bracket right now, you can know what they are. They're blank, but they are out there on their website. We will know within about, 6 days, an idea of where seed 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, folks, we saw in the bracket, they take the top 7. So with that being said, Ellwood here, we're checking our boxes here. If they would win, we know they're in state playoffs. If they would lose, they're going to place the number 6 seed Southmoreland Scotties down at Southmoreland if they're willing to host, probably Monday, Tuesday, depending on the situation. That is not necessarily a win ordeal to get into states. There's a couple, they're going to play at least 3 more games.
Really, quite honestly, folks,
there's a lot.
From my perspective, keep apprised to the Ellwood City Wolverines Facebook page, Instagram, and all the WPIAL sites, because we can sit here the rest of the night trying to figure it out, and we're not going to know until it happens anyway. Yes. The Wolverines, all they really need to know tonight is win this game.
You move on.
And that path to the Pete is a road that you are still on. Our girls tomorrow, they play a very, very good Shady Side Academy team. Woo-hoo. They know they're in the state playoffs because we're down to 4 teams in that 3A girls bracket. However, they win there, they'll be dancing at the Pete next Thursday night.
Public school champions
of
the 3A bracket?
We can say of the 4 teams left, and it's that time of year, folks, where everybody wants to talk about the public schools versus the private schools. I'm not going down that road tonight because we got a really great basketball game.
One dig is enough.
Here. And, I got my one dig in. If you want some entertaining reading, just go on a WPIAL website here about Monday, and you'll get anything and more, if not a state of anger or depression, one of the two. Depends if you're a half-glass full guy or not. Either way, we've made enough talk about that because we're about 10 seconds away here from the start of this basketball game. Get some the WPIAL announcements out of the way.
Yeah, while that's being said, a big thank you shout out to North Catholic High School for hosting us tonight, allowing us to do this, and pretty packed house, and doing a pretty darn good job allowing us to do this. And folks, I know you guys can't see us, but we are baseline. We are right beside the scoring table, so we get a pretty good view.
And I'm glad I lost 8 pounds because things are pretty tight here. So now, folks, we're going to have the Star Spangled Banner.
Nope, we're doing lineups.
We're doing
lineups.
The starting
Ellwood
lineups.
City.
Number 2 for Ellwood City is Caleb Cervic. Number 3, he's a junior, 6'2", Aaron Lake. Next up is number 20, 5'9", forward junior Jackson Kerr. And next up is number 1, 5'9", Chucky Swinesburg. Next up is senior, 6 foot tall, number 5, Chris Smiley. Head coach Dan Bradley, assistant coach Chris Wise tonight.
All right, so now for the home team tonight, wearing the yellow, blue, and white and yellow pinstripe jerseys, the South Allegheny Gladiators from Section 3. Kicking us off is, I believe, number 2, the junior guard, 6'1", 21 points per game, Drew Cook. Number 4, the junior forward, 6'3", Jake Ewer. Number 1, the senior guard, 5'7", 18.7 points per game, Cameron Epps. Number 10, the senior forward, 6'4", Josh Jakowski. And finally, number 12, the senior center, 6'3", Camden Lewis. The head coach is Tony DeCenzo. The assistant coaches are Nate Wojciechowski, Corey Maha, Bilal Cook, and Nolan Stevenson. The athletic director is Mike Crown.
Coach Dan Bradley in his second season here for the Ellwood City Wolverines. And Coach DeCenzo has been there at South Allegheny since 2012. So experience abound on the coaching side of things. Wolverines will be moving right to left on your radio dial as the South Allegheny Gladiators will be going left to right.
If we're talking about size, the length advantage tonight, once again on the road, it goes to the South Allegheny Gladiators. They got 6'3", 6'4", 6'1" coming at you. The big guys, Camden Lewis, Ewer, and Jakowski, they are for real.
But I will tell you this, Brad, anybody you talked to before about this game, they're going to be, the first one they talked about was the 5'7" Cameron Epps.
Oh, yes,
and how
sir.
speedy and fast he is, folks. We got tip-off time. Round 2 is seconds. And we are underway, controlled there by South Allegheny into the hands of Epps. And I'll be saying that a lot tonight as Cameron Epps goes up the line. Goes to the right, goes it back around there to Cook. Cook fast moving underneath. Oh, easy shot. Up and in for number 10, Josh Jakowski. Putting on a press here is South Allegheny, but Caleb Cervic, the sophomore, brings it up over half court. Gets a screen, wants to drive down there. Covered quickly, passes it out to Jackson Kerr. Jackson Kerr dribbles around, finds Chris Smiley, top of the key. He looks to Coach Bradley for direction. Wants to dribble down the lane, meets some resistance. Had Caleb Cervic cutting to the net, but couldn't get to him. He throws it out there. They're going to start over. Crowd is so into this game. Already 30 seconds in, there's a steal by Lewis. Lewis coming the other way. Down goes Epps, puts it up, and he's going to be fouled. He kind of got awkwardly down in there, and when he tried to make that shot, he was fouled. No, it was not fouled.
No, yeah,
went out of
right.
bounds. I thought the way the official blew the whistle, it was a turnover, went out of bounds. Here comes Aaron Lake. Dishes it off. Excuse me. To Caleb Cervic. Cervic barks out of play into the hands of Jackson Kerr right in front of us at the scoring table. Now Chucky Swinesburg, a lot of perimeter action here. Chris Smiley, deep three, the lefty, off the front of the rim, back to the rim, does not go. Who got that rebound? It was Drew Cook. He's coming the other way. Out top of the key to Cook for three, off the front of the rim, don't go. Who gets there? Oh, and a foul appears to be against South Allegheny. And that's going to be the first foul of the game.
Foul's going to be on number 12, Camden Lewis, his first, team's first. So in the early going, 2-0, but again, it kind of feels like last night or a couple nights ago. A little sloppy here to start.
Yep. Oh, there's a steal. Talk about sloppy. Puts it up, Drew Cook. Oh, stole it right off that baseline and gets it in. Now quickly, Chucky Swinesburg's inbounds to Aaron Lake. Aaron Lake going to bring it up. Meets some resistance at the three-point line. He dribbles around the foul line, tries to go underneath, puts it up. All muscle, Chucky Swinesburg gets the rebound, puts it up, don't go. Long pass, and a steal by Caleb Cervic. Determination on his face, goes down the lane, puts it up. It's partially blocked by number 12, Lewis. Coming the other way. Oh, another down to number 2 into 4, and he's going to be fouled as Jake Ewer went up for it, and he's fouled. Shot don't go. Foul's going to be on number 5, Chris Smiley, his first, team's first, and that's going to take Jake Hewer to the line to shoot 2. First shot off the side of the rim, does not go. 4-0 here. Wolverines had a good scoring opportunity in that last drive, but unable to finish. Hewer's second shot is good. He's 1 for 2. Now Schweinsberg kicks it, throws it in to Lake, back to Schweinsberg. Here comes Lake, right in front of the scoring table, right in front of us, brings it up. Dribbles around there, finds Caleb Servant. This court, Brad, I was noticing before, maybe a little bit shorter than what we're sometimes used to.
Yep, it puts real close to that 85-footer.
You can tell by the three-point line how close it is to half court. But we do thank North Catholic for hosting us here this evening. At the elbow with Smiley. A 3 by Schweinsberg, way off the mark. There's a rebound. Oh, and number 2, Drew Cook. And a good call by the official where he's supposed to be. He got that rebound, and that right foot was right on that line. And Coach Bradley of Ellwood City wants a 30-second timeout to talk about this.
Yeah, that's a good timeout there. So far, the start by the Gladiators, not really efficient per se on offense, but I mean, you're sitting here with a 5-0 lead. You'll take that advantage. 1 for 2 from the free throw line, and then 2 big, easy layups. Drew Cook and Jakowski. Drew Cook with that big steal. So far, it's been the turnover machine. Gladiators turning Ellwood over, and that's why they're out with this 5-0 lead.
And the other thing is that we talked about there being 5 football players out there. We're seeing some long passes.
Oh, it feels like
some long passes. Not afraid to throw the ball down the court.
Just hope and make sure that nobody plays tackle in this place.
Right. So 5-0 in favor of the Gladiators.
I tell you what, that a good crowd tonight. It's pretty much, it's packed to the tilt here.
Well, we kind of talked about it. I talked to some Mohawk people earlier throughout the day, and you got Lawrence County teams. They all travel well to Lawrence County. We still got some Mohawk people here to cheer on the Ellwood City Wolverines and South Allegheny behind us. It's full back there. Chris Smiley now wanting to inbound, going to run out of time, throws it over the head, picking up there by Cook, puts it up, and kissed the glass up and in. Another turnover by the Wolverines. Chris Smiley had a hard time inbounding that ball. Time was running out. He got pressured, threw it over the head of everybody, and Cook was there to pick up the ball. Now Wolverines on offense. Offense not clicking here in the first 2 minutes and 50 seconds of this game.
That turnover so far, 6 points on the turnover machine for Gladiators.
Smiley puts up the 3 off the front of the rim. Don't go. And a good hustle there and a rebound by Jakowski. They pass the ball so quick. Then Epps takes the 3, does not go, and going to be last touched by Lewis of South Allegheny. Lewis, he's 6'3". That's a solid young man. Underneath the hoop, he takes up a lot of room.
Substitutions for Ellwood. Tyler Smiley, number 4, and number 10, Michael Quave has come in. They got to get something going here.
Yes, they do. Coach Bradley wants to see that happen. As Chris Smiley takes a seat. Oh, that was so close to over and back. Talking about that short court, you got to be aware of it. Here's Cervic driving down the lane, got a little bit of a lane there, puts it up, the floater up, shot don't go. Who gets the rebound is Hewer. Quickly up the court, they waste no time as Drew Cook. Left-handed dribble, bounce pass out there, fake the 3 was Jakowski, but moving the ball, perimeter action, no look pass. There's a shot off the front of the rim by Jakowski. Who ends up with it is Jackson Kerr. Jackson now gets the rebound. One of the first empty possessions for South Allegheny in the first 4 minutes of this game, 4:16 remaining. Wolverines down 7-0. Have yet to get a point halfway through the first period. Dumps it away, and off the fingers of Tyler Smiley in front of the scoring table here. Another turnover for the Wolverines. Turnover bug is hurting the Wolverines right now in this game. Now inbounding. Epps inbounds it to Drew Cook. Cook now dribbles down to the right. Stand right in front of Coach Browdy. I tried the alley-oop, but it did work. Wow, that was pretty as Jakowski. And another timeout. A full timeout's got to be taken by Coach Bradley. They find themselves down 9-0.
Whew. And I tell
Where
you
are your
what,
turnovers at, Brad?
Oh, it's actually closer than what most people were going to think on the screen. It's 4-3, 4 turnovers there for Ellwood, but it's, again, we're talking about points off of turnovers. It is literally 4 for 4 for the Gladiators. 8 points of the 9 in that one free throw. That's it. It's all been turnovers. 8 of the 9 points on the turnover. And then on the same token, Ellwood, 0 for 4 underneath the hoop, 0 for 3 from outside. When you're 0 for 7, you're lucky that it's 3:56 and you're only down 9-0.
Right. On the flip side, though, South Allegheny has attempted 3 3-pointers, and none of them have found their way through the cylinder.
And I tell you what, that's the one thing you don't want to let the South Allegheny team do. If they start making those threes, it is lights out.
Well,
it's contagious.
You got them threes, and then you, like we said before, Brad, you got 6'5", 6'4" underneath the hoop.
Yes.
That makes a difference.
We haven't talked about the physicality. We talked about it a little bit. The physicality, the screens underneath the hoop have been in favor of Gladiators for sure.
The one thing I'll say about the Gladiators, it's run and gun.
Oh,
they
yes.
get that rebound, and
They
that
don't
ball is 90 feet the other way right now. So Wolverines coming in. They've used 2 timeouts now in the first 4 minutes of the game. Caleb Cervic dribbles through. Got Cameron Epps on him of South Allegheny. Gets a bit of a screen, bounce pass. Aaron Lake. Lake wants to drive down the hoop. High off the glass, don't go. Big time rebound there again by Ewer, that is. Now, pass down to Epps. Back out to Jakowski. Now Epps with the ball. Epps. Jakowski. Now Drew Cook. That no-look pass. Epps for 3. Front of the rim, don't go. Big time rebound there. Puts it up. Off. Tried to tip ball. Tyler Smiley. Who ends up with it? We're going to say a travel by Ellwood City is Tyler Smiley. I really can't say that he had possession of the ball, but the men in stripes seem to think that he did. Ewer had that, what I thought looked like an easy shot underneath, but unable to get it. So here come the Wolverines back on offense, down 9-0, 3:12. Fast moving first period here. Caleb Cervic over the timeline. He wants to drive down the lane. Thinks about it, pulls it out, pass to Tyler Smiley. Loses the handle, but gets it back. Someone to pass to. Finds Aaron Lake outside the three-point line. Fakes the dribble. Epps is there. Disrupts things. Tyler Smiley picks it up. Now back out to Caleb Cervic. Cervic now. Wants to drive. Epps all over him. Tyler Smiley. Dribbles around there. Little wild on that dribble. Down to what check. Now, here's Aaron Lake. Near court, goes down into the free-point line. Cuevas underneath to Lake. Lake puts it up. Air biscuit does not go. Here comes Epps the other way. Gets it to Drew Cook. Speedy Drew Cook. Jakowski back out to Cook. Once again in the paint. Jakowski down the baseline. Puts it up. And he's going to be hack-a-sack fouled by Aaron Lake. So that's going to be on Aaron Lake, his first, team second, as Jakowski. That's Josh Jakowski. Got 2 Jakowskis on here. Josh is the starter. His first shot is nothing but net. It's good. And Kyan Ellis is going to check in for South Allegheny as Camden Lewis is going to take a breather. So back at the line for a second shot was Jakowski. And that's off the back of the rim too hard, but a rebound by South Allegheny, way deep out to Epps. Now back Jakowski. A lot of that perimeter movement. Jakowski launches up the 3. In and out of the rim, does not go. Aaron Lake with the rebound. That shot looked good, but it rolled out of the rim. Now Caleb Cervic over the timeline, guarded there by Epps. Now Aaron Lake at the three-point line, out to Chris Smiley, who checked in. Puts it up and can't get the shot to go. The lefty went up there and it came in and out of the rim. Another rebound by Jakowski. Epps fakes the 3. Got Cuevas all over him. Ellis, who just checked in. Here's Epps. Dribbled around there. Almost lost the ball, but keeps it. No look pass, and it's going to go. Saved, but throwing it back in. Chris Smiley gets the ball, got his head up, dribbling down the court. Going to pull it back out. Aaron Lake from the three-point land. Doesn't go. And a big high in the air jump by Drew Cook. He was 8 feet in the air to get that rebound. Keeps the ball, goes off his foot. There's a steal. Cuevas now going to come down the court, puts it up. That don't go, and Lake there to follow with the offensive rebound. The Wolverines get their first point of the game at the 1:14 remaining in this first period. It's 10-2. Now Epps. All around there to Cook. Epps, top of the key, surveys. Underneath to Ellis, who came in off the bench. This goes down the baseline, number 4, way too hard off the top, and going to be off of Aaron Lake as Ewer went down the line. The shot was a little too hard, and as Aaron Lake went for the rebound, it went off his fingertips. So inbounding now with 51.5 seconds to go in this first period of play is Chakowski underneath his own hoop. Lots of movement, finds it, and a nice save there by Ewer. There's a three. Don't go. 3 balls are falling for nobody tonight as Epps shot it, and it went off of Chucky Swinesburg's hands as he had checked back in.
Now we're alluding to what I was just going to talk about. The rebounding is not there as well for the Wolverines. A second time.
Offensive and defensively, would you say?
Yep, another one off the Wolverines.
So now Ellis with the inbound. There's a shot by Cook. Air biscuit does not go. Chris Smiley with the ball. Looking over his shoulder as Epps is giving chase. Throws it out there to Cuevas for 3. In and out of the rim again.
Man.
Drew Cook gets that rebound quickly. Epps for 3. Don't go. Rebound, puts it up and in. Cook, don't go. Gets another offensive rebound, and that time he gets it. 3 offensive rebounds, Brad, in one series by Drew Cook. He makes him pay finally and makes a bucket. And they're going to say a foul as Epps, I think they've been kind of letting that go, but just a little bit too much as Epps is going to get called for the foul. Team second, his first on Caleb Cervic. South Allegheny fans behind us not real happy with that call.
You don't say.
But we get to hear things when we're down on the baseline. Here is Caleb Cervic. It's Cuevas out there to Smiley, fakes the 3 from the elbow, shoots, air biscuit, and that does not go. Folks, at the end of 1, it's 12-2 in favor of South Allegheny.
All right, folks, we'll take a quick little timeout here. We'll let some ads roll here. Again, we are sponsored by Spokane Orthodontics tonight. They paid for tonight's broadcast. We do appreciate it. And again, a shout out to Denise Roth. We'll be back, folks. Second quarter action. Gladiators up by 10.
Man, talk about
Ellwood City Sports would like to thank our sponsors for today's broadcast. Ellwood City Area School District, Ellwood City Football Boosters, Ellwood Area Family Center, Legends Barbershop, Michael's Furniture, the T-Box, Gipper, and Spokane Orthodontics.
Welcome back, folks, as we start this second period of play. South Allegheny finds themselves up 12-2. All rebounds by South Allegheny. Either team is shooting very well. Unfortunately for the Wolverines, just with 2 points, I don't need to tell you, their shots are not falling. The shots are good, but the rim has not been their friend to this point in the game. Rebounds 4, 7, 9, 10-4 in favor of South Allegheny. To this point, we talked about some turnovers, but I think as that period went on, Brad, you talked more about the rebounding and the shots not going for the Wolverines. But Wolverines only down by 10. Shot that time don't go by Aaron Lake. Drew Cook with that rebound quickly down the court, loses the handle. They're going to call a trap. Oh, a jump ball?
Jump ball, yep. Possession in favor of South Allegheny. I think we got lucky there.
Yeah, we did get lucky there. Well, at the same time, the way he jumped up, you almost could have called a travel. I thought that's where the whistle was going to go. However, a hand was on the ball, so they kept it this way. Now, inbounding, Drew Cook under the hoop, throws it out there to Chakowski. Chakowski in traffic, puts it up, shot don't go. Number 12 would check back in, throws it all the way out there to Cook for 3. Makes the shot. Finally, 3 shots. They're now 1 for about 9. Wolverines no better. Here comes Caleb Cervic, gets it over that timeline. Cervic now gets it out to Cuevas, who stayed in to start this second period. Chucky Swinesburg around the horn. Wants to go underneath. Aaron Lake goes down the baseline, almost lost the ball. Looked like it was out of bounds, and so did the people of South Allegheny. Either way, it's a turnover. Drew Cook lost the handle of the ball at the far court. Out to Epps. He's going to go down, shoots up the 3. It's contagious, folks. He made it. 2 possessions and 6 points. And Coach Dan Bradley has to take another timeout because this one's getting away from him. It's 18-2. amazing, Brad. We see it all the time. A team won't make any three-pointers, and then all of a sudden, 2 possessions, 6 points via the three-point ball.
And it's been everything, folks. The second chance points, 17 rebounds already in this one for South Allegheny. We're not even halfway through the second quarter. That's led to offense. And then you turn the ball over. Wolverine sitting here now with 5 turnovers. It feels like more, but again, South Allegheny, 5 for 5 in 1 3-pointer. What is that? 4 times 2 is 8 plus 3. That's 11 of the 18 off of points off of turnovers.
And I think the other thing is, and I know we're just on the radio, I am so impressed by the speed of South Allegheny. I mean, there is no.
Well, I'll say
they're getting that rebound. They're throwing the ball to half court.
There were questions when this bracket came out whether or not do you ever see a Mohawk team, how good they were to get the number 2 seed and slide south of the 3. I think there's no doubt about this one why number 2 is South Allegheny.
Yeah, the bracketologists to this point in this game and what we've
Pretty
seen
accurate.
have kind of got this one right. They're scratching their head on the girls' side, putting us at a 12, but that's where we should have been. That's where we should have been.
We'll leave
different
that one.
topic, different day. I'm not arguing about that. Servik goes down the lane, and he's going to be fouled.
Yeah, it's going to be
going
a push.
down the lane, a pushing foul,
Yeah.
and it's going to be on number 12, Lewis, his second, team's first, the 6:44 mark.
And these are the first free throws for the Wolverines. Shooting is Servik.
Wow, at 6:44,
Crazy.
You're 10 minutes into the game. First shot by Servik, and it is good. He's been Mr. Reliable from the charity strike. Ellis is going to check in, and it looks like, Camden Lewis with them 2 fouls is going to have to come in and take a seat. So now, Servik, second shot attempt, and it's good. Wolverines get 2 points. They're down 18-4. Now Epps around to Drew Cook. Alley-oop pass doesn't quite work. They tried to tip it back out. Caleb Servik steals the ball. He comes down the lane, goes down the baseline, fakes the shot, puts it up. Shot don't go. Big time rebound there by Jakowski. And just like that, they're down the court again. Drew Court goes down the baseline. Jump stop, kicks it out. Shot by Jakowski, 3. It's good. 3 3-pointers in a row. You said it, Brad. You don't want to let them get hot from three-point land. And they have in this last about 4 minutes of play. Caleb Servik now brings it up. Goes down the lane, gets it stolen by Epps. Coming the other way, Drew Cook gets the ball to him. It's going to be blocked, but he fouled him. As Cook gets a foul with the shot. And that's going to be on Chucky Swinesburg, his first, team's first. So now going to the line for the first time tonight, right? Drew Cook. First attempt. Takes a deep breath. Makes it, now makes the score 22-4. Tyler Smiley's going to check back in for Chucky Swinesburg. And for the first time tonight, Fisher Eilis, the 5'10" sophomore, is going to check in as number Josh Jakowski, checked out. Cook's second attempt. And it's good. 2 for 2 from the line is Cook. Now Tyler Smiley going to inbound. Gets it to Caleb Servik. Kind of a fake full court press there by South Allegheny. As soon as they got inbounded, they turned and went the other way. Now, hand off to Tyler Smiley. Wants to drive down the lane, meets some resistance, picks the ball up, back out to Caleb Servik. Dribbling around there, just right up there at midcourt. On the far side, Tyler Smiley. Passes his brother, Chris Smiley. Chris goes down the lane, puts up the shot off the back of the rim. Don't go. Rebound, Epps, or Cook ends up with it. Cook, no-look pass out there to Ellis, who checked in. 3. That time does not go. Aaron Lake with the rebound and a foul. And Fisher Eilis knew it when he hit Aaron Lake. He was going to get called for the foul, and he did. His first, team's second. Now, as Wolverines inbounding, far side of the court. Now to Caleb Servik. Caleb, Wolverines going right to left here. Chris Smiley in the blue at the elbow, turns around, puts it up, and count it. It's good. So Chris Smiley gets on the scoreboard. It's now 23-6.
The second made shot for Ellwood. Wow.
There's a deep three by Cook, and it does not go. Tipped out there to Aaron Lake. Gets the ball. Goes down the lane, no look pass. Smiley again for three. Air Biscuit does not go, and it's going to go out of bounds. This South Allegheny are sure to let them know that that was an air ball.
Ellwood City now 0 for 7 from three-point line. Oof. Tough start.
Not a whole lot better from the field goal percentage either.
Nope.
So here it comes. This time, Eilis going to take the point. Eilis gets a screen, dribbles around her, finds Epps. Out there to Cook for three. Good, nothing but net. And he just kind of turned to the student section of Ellwood City and said, that's all me. Here comes Caleb Cervic, 26-6. Wolverines offense not able to get anything going. Caleb Cervic not giving up though. Gets it blocked, but he's going to be fouled. And as Ellis is going to get his first foul, team's third. And Cervic will go to the line to shoot two. He's 2 for 2 from the line tonight. He accounts for 2 of the Wolverines' 6 points. First shot by Caleb is good. 3 for 3 from the line is Caleb. It's warmed up like 10 degrees since the start of this game. Second shot by Cervic is good.
Do have an out-of-town score update here. Unfortunately, Keystone Oaks did beat Riverside by 4.
So Riverside still in it, though. That was a consolation game, correct? Or are they out?
There's
Epps for three. Oh, wow. My. He made that. He was 4 foot behind the three-point line. And Coach Dan Bradley has to take his third timeout of the game at the 3:59 mark. That might be his fourth timeout.
I think it's his fourth timeout.
30-second timeout.
Yeah.
It's 29-8 in favor of South Allegheny. So in regards to that Keystone Oaks Riverside game, that's just a seeding game for the PIAA state championship run. And right now the Wolverines, an uphill battle, being down 29-8. Here coming to you from North Catholic. Don't forget, folks, tomorrow, a full slate of basketball. Lawrence County Sportsnet will have some games at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock, or
1 o'clock,
1 o'clock and 4 o'clock.
2:30 and 4.
And the 2:30 game will be broadcast by Thad and Brad. Brad's going to be producing all afternoon tomorrow for Lawrence County Sportsnet, but he is going to be on air with me through NFHS as well as our free video or YouTube screen. Smiley goes down and he puts it up and in. Off that timeout, Chris Smiley took that ball at about half court and dribbled her down through there. Not much resistance. Got the Wolverines to 10 points. Now here comes South Allegheny. Throws it around there. Wants to go underneath. And the paws of Aaron Lake got out there. And a good defensive play. He hit it out of bounds as Josh Jakowski, the 6'4" senior, was there. But breaking up the play was Aaron Lake. Here's Epps. Wants to inbound. Finds Drew Cook out. Right in front of Coach Jakowski. Out to Drew Cook. Now back out. Jakowski, he wants on the three parade. Does not get it to go. Chris Smiley of Ellwood City with the rebound. Gets it over the timeline. Looking. And he's going to call us the travel. Official was in my way, but the South Allegheny coach told me what happened. As Chris Smiley with the travel, another turnover for the Wolverines. 3:19 remaining. So South Allegheny bringing it up is Fisher Eilis. Eilis dribbles around there, meets some resistance by Caleb Cervic of Ellwood City. Eilis Epps, another deep three. Air Biscuit don't go, and Tyler Smiley wisely just lets it go out of bounds. That's not the shot that the South Allegheny coach wanted them to take. Because he's sitting right beside me and I can hear him talking. Maybe you folks can too. Here comes Aaron Lake over the timeline, head up looking. Right hand dribble, hands it off there to Caleb Cervic. Cervic guarded by Epps. Been saying his name a lot tonight where the ball is. Tyler Smiley gets the rebound. It's blocked, and they're going to call jump ball as Smiley went up. Tyler Smiley, that is, and the 6'4" Jakowski was there grabbed onto the ball, so they called a jump ball. Could have been a travel in some people's world. Inbound pass gets to Caleb Cervic. Right in front, Cuevas dribbles through some traffic. Back out to Aaron Lake. Aaron Lake going to set it up to Caleb Cervic. Just set up a play. Guarded again by Epps. Cervic, pass it to Aaron Lake. Lake goes down the lane, fishes it underneath. Tyler Smalley off the back of the rim. Does not go. Ellis with the rebound. Here comes Epps. Back out Chakowski. Drew Cook fakes the move. Goes down the lane, puts it up. Off the back of the rim. Don't go. And a nice effort by Elise to go after the loose ball, but his forward momentum took him out of bounds. So Wolverines ball inbounding, down 29-10, 2:10 remaining. Inbound pass, now Aaron Lake gets the ball, hands it off to Caleb Cervic. Cervic now brings it up, gets it over the timeline. Cervic got a lane to go down, puts it up high off the glass. Not the shot he wanted. Pass down to Drew Cook. Drew Cook puts it up and in. That rebound, quick outlet pass. It is pretty to watch, folks. If you're Ellwood City, they score off of that every time. 31-10. Lake down the lane, puts it up off the back of the rim. Does not go. Wolverines are getting the shots. They're just not falling. Epps met some resistance underneath. Ellis puts it up. Shot don't go. Chucky Swinesburg with the rebound. I'm saying these shots don't go. They're shots that you think would be made in the second round of a playoff game.
The ones that you got to get for sure if it's a close game.
Yep. A nice move there by Lake. He's going to be fouled as the shot don't go.
And if there's one thing that's going in favor of Ellwood, it's the fouls this quarter. It's 4-1.
Yep.
So the next foul, we're shooting free throws, but only a minute 19. And
yep.
Oh boy, 10
Ellis
points.
Picked up his foul on that one as Aaron Lake's going to go to the line to shoot 2. First shot by Lake is good. Wolverines are doing good from the free throw line. They just haven't been there very much.
Yep.
Jake Ewer, the junior, 6'3", South Allegheny, checked back in, along with Jackson Kerr. Here's Aaron Lake, second attempt, and it's good. Minute 19 remaining. Wolverines down 31-12. Drew Cook now up. Epps now. Pass out to Cook. Dribbles around there, finds Epps, go over to Jakowski. A 3 ball is good by Fisher Elise. I think that's his first 3 of the night. Several three-point shooters now in his first half for the Gladiators. Now Caleb Cervic brings it up, wants to dribble down. One to bounce pass underneath to Cuevas, wasn't there. Chucky Swinesburg now gets the ball. Dribbles around, wants to get down the lane, stops the dribble, throws it back out. Caleb Cervic. Cervic now, 35 seconds to go in the half. And a valiant effort there by Swinesburg. Missed the shot, quickly up the court. Drew Cook, Epps for 3. Off the back of the rim, don't go. Puts it up is Elise. He's got 5 points in a row here now as he got that offensive rebound. Rebounds abound for the Gladiators. Lake goes down the lane, puts it up high. He's going to be fouled as he went up in there as Jakowski. And Coach DeCenzo wants a little word with him just to talk about that. That is his first foul, however, and that's 5 now for the Gladiators in this period. They're in the bonus now, but albeit 11.3 seconds remaining. Lake going to the line to shoot 2. He's 2 for 2. First shot by Lake off the back of the rim, does not go.
I was just going to say, there's one thing that's going well. Ellwood was 6 for 6 at that moment. Half their points, now 6 for 7 from the free throw line.
So Lake now, half their points have been from the free throw line. And make it 7 for 8 as Lake makes the last one. 10 seconds remaining. Drew Cook over the line. Almost seems content to. And Cuevas tipped it away there. Cook in some trouble, and he throws it and bounces it off of Chucky Swinesburg. 2.2 seconds remaining. So, and going to inbound with 2.1 seconds left. Epps gets the ball, throws it up, and it's going to be well short. And folks, after 2 periods of play, it's 36-13. Brad, we talked about the Wolverines were only down by 10 in the first quarter, thinking Ball Beach only scored 2. And then South Allegheny comes out, the 3 balls working, and they rattle off 24 points to the Wolverines' 11 points in that second period of play.
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything for the Gladiators tonight. The three-point shot started off not making the three-pointers. I think they were 0 for 5 to start the game. And then quickly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 three-pointers. That's 18 points. That's half your points. And efficiency.
Made by 3 different people, too.
Yeah. And then on the flip side, if you're the Wolverines, all right, we're 7 of 8 from the free throw line. But again, 7 of 8, that's half your points. That is not what you want if you are a Wolverine fan. So, folks, we'll take a little bit of a timeout. We'll run a couple ads, and then there will be a little bit of radio silence just for a little bit as we will do some halftime stats, and then we'll come back and we'll do some stats from halftime, and then we'll preview and get ready to go for the third quarter. Stay with us, folks, here on Ellwood City Sports, 36-13 so far at halftime, Gladiators.
Ellwood City Sports would like to thank our sponsors for today's broadcast. Next Level Photography, Venezi Sporting Goods and Apparel, Haberlin Photography, Huffnagel and Majors Trailer Sales, Lawrence County Sportsnet, Howard Hanna Real Estate Sales, WXED 107.3 FM The Moose, and Wurtemberg Perry Township Fire Hall. Ellwood City Sports would like to thank our sponsors for today's broadcast. Ellwood City Area School District, Ellwood City Football Boosters, Ellwood Area Family Center, Legends Barbershop, Michael's Furniture, The T-Box, Gipper, and Spokane Orthodontics.
All right, folks, welcome back here. About 5 minutes remaining here at halftime. Wow, talk about a good start for the South Allegheny Gladiators as the 2 seed. They come out firing away. Started off 0 for 5 from the three-point line, but since then went 6 for 15 from the three-point line, 18 of their 36 points here at halftime via the three-pointer. 7 for 13 from the two-point line. That gives you 14. 4 for 6 from the free throw line. They are 13 of 33. You're basically shooting almost 50%. And again, if you're making 6 3-pointers in a half, that's going to put points up there. On the flip side for Ellwood, youch. 3 of 26 from the field. 0 for 7 from 3. 3 for 19 underneath the hoop has been not very good for the Wolverines. Again, just 6 points from the field, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Leading the charge for the Wolverines is Aaron Lake. He's got 5 points. Chris Smiley 4. Caleb Cervic with 4. That's it, folks. That is the number of points that the Wolverines have on offense. And it has been lights out shooting for the Gladiators. Got to give credit to the rebounding, too. 26 rebounds to just 11, and they have 7 offensive rebounds. 6 of those 7 have gone for points, so 14 offensive rebound points, and then you have 12 points off of turnovers. That, again, folks, that adds up real quick. 26 of the 36 via rebounds and points off of turnovers. It has been a pretty good start for the Gladiators. And then on the flip side, for those Gladiators, we'll talk the point differentiation ratio. 2, 4, 6, 8, 14, 16. Drew Cook is leading the charge. He's got 16 points in that first half. 2 for 5 from the three-point line, but driving to the hoop, the Euro step has been lights out for Drew Cook, and it's fast-paced passing. It's been crisp, to the point. 16 points for Drew Cook. Jakowski, 8 points. He's got a three-pointer. Epps, 6 points, 2 3-pointers. Jake Ewer, he's got 1 for 2 on the free throw line. And then Elise comes in. He's got a three-pointer. He's got 5 points. And there you go, folks, 36-13 in favor of the Gladiators. They outscored the Wolverines 12-2 in the first quarter, 24-11 in the second. And that's why we're sitting here, folks, 36-13 in favor of the Gladiators. All right, folks, 2 minutes are up on the board. We'll take one more timeout, and we'll see if we can figure out some keys to the victory and see if the Wolverines can at least cut this lead from 23 down to maybe 15 or so heading into the fourth quarter. Stay with us, folks. It's halftime, 36-13 in favor of the Gladiators.
Ellwood City Sports would like to thank our sponsors for today's broadcast. Ellwood City Area School District, Ellwood City Football Boosters, Ellwood Area Family Center, Legends Barbershop, Michael's Furniture, The T-Box, Gipper, and Spokane Orthodontics. Ellwood City Sports would like to thank our sponsors for today's broadcast. Next Level Photography, Venezi Sporting Goods and Apparel, Haberlin Photography, Huffnagel and Majors Trailer Sales, Lawrence County Sportsnet, Howard Hanna Real Estate Sales, WXED 107.3 FM The Moose, and Wurtemberg Perry Township Fire Hall.
Welcome back, folks, and again, a great big thank you to Spokane Orthodontics. We see them in about every gymnasium we go into, as they are such great supporters of that Beaver County, Lawrence County schools and their gymnasiums, football fields all over the place. So we certainly do thank them from Spokane making this tonight possible. Wolverines down by 23. It's 36-13. Make no mistake, Coach Dan Bradley used 4 of his 5 timeouts in that first half because he had to try to stop the bleeding, and to no avail. It really did not happen. Don't forget, folks, tomorrow, 2:30, free on the YouTube channel, or you can watch it on NFHS, as our Ellwood City girls made the Final Four in that 3A section.
And that guarantees you not only state playoffs, but it guarantees you probably 2 more games on top of that. So we're talking 3 games before you even get to state playoffs. That's a lot of basketball to be played.
There is. So inbounding, possession arrow in favor of South Allegheny. Wolverines, nobody in real foul trouble. Lewis has 2 for South Allegheny. And here we come. Gladiators right to left, out of that 3, and does not go by Epps, and a good offensive rebound by the aforementioned Camden Lewis. His first points of the night, making his presence known. Now Caleb Cervic, Wolverines in the blue, going left to right, gets it over the timeline. Dribbles through there. Oh, and Epps reaching in there and found him to get his foul, and that is his second, team's first. So now inbounding is Smiley. Now Caleb Cervic, Jackson Kerr out there, original starter. Now back out, Caleb Cervic. Cervic letting the offense do some moving around. And here comes out Chris Smiley, top of the key, wants to drive down the lane. A lot of white shirts there. Turnaround jump shot. The lefty makes the shot from about 8 feet away, giving him 6 points on the night. Here comes Drew Cook this time. Dribbles around there, gets a screen by Ewer. Now Epps for 3, drains it, it's good. And like that, they answer. And I'm not really sure what the South Allegheny coach was complaining about there, Brad. Maybe something about a screen. Now Caleb Cervic looks to Coach Bradley. Guarded by the speedy Epps. Cervic down. And Drew Cook. And that's the right call, but it was kind of friendly fire as Drew Cook kind of hit the ball without even knowing it and ran into Aaron Lake. So Cook picks up his first foul, team second. Inbounding is Chris Smiley. Now, there's Cervic. Dribbles around there, about mid-court. Out to Jackson Kerr, right inside the three-point line in front of Coach Dan Browdy. Chucky Swinesburg, top of the key, dribbles down the lane, and he's going to get Hackashack fouled. 2 white shirts there as Chucky's going to go to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on number 12, Camden Lewis. His third now. And Chucky Swinesburg will go to the line to shoot 2. Chucky's first shot is good.
I think
1 for 1 from the line.
I think what's big there, Thad, is that's the team's 3rd foul. So if there is one thing, it's already 3 fouls on South Allegheny.
Yes, not 2 minutes into the period yet. Second shot by Swinesburg is good. So Drew Cook gets it to the hands of Epps. Epps now out to Jakowski. Jakowski dribbles around here, finds Cook for 3. Off the back of the rim, don't go. Who gets the rebound is off the hands of Jake Ewer. So it's going to be Wolverines ball. Inbounding. And Caleb Cervic now getting the ball up the court, over the timeline. To Jackson Kerr, right in front of Coach Dan Bradley. And it's going to be stolen there by Drew Cook. He goes down, puts it up and in. He is fast. Drew Cook now, he got 18 of the 43 points for South Allegheny. Another point off a turnover. Caleb Cervic now wants to drive down the lane. Met there by, they're going to say he traveled. And give Cameron Epps credit. He disrupted things underneath there, but the officials are talking here for a moment. No, they overturned it. They're going to call Cameron Epps with the foul, as they first thought he traveled. And it's not a shooting foul, but it is their 4th foul with 5:36 remaining. That's one thing I would say. Smiley for 3 off the front of the rim, don't go. Epps with the long rebound. It's 1 on 3, makes a man miss, and up and in. and it's no shot. And I would say that's the right call because Epps took that other step. So Caleb Cervic gets called with the foul. I was going to say it's a shooting foul, but then the shot would have counted. Jakowski out to Epps. He fakes the three, dumps underneath. Puts it up over everybody. Was Camden Lewis. Camden Lewis had that 6'3" frame and used it that time to get the floater to put it up and in. Here comes Caleb Cervic over the timeline, guarded now by Drew Cook. Underneath bounce pass to Lake. Just in and out of the rim. We've seen that probably 8 times. Long pass all the way down the court to Epps. This time it's going to be the and one. He got the long 80-foot pass. Made a dribble, went up to make the shot. Foul's going to be on number 1, Chucky Swinesburg. His second, team's second.
They haven't put the foul up there yet.
No, that's why I thought I was right. And does he complete the and one? Yes, he does. As Epps gets another point. Checking in for the Wolverines now is Adrian Alvarez.
Write that down because that's a foul. I do not know who it is. They still haven't put it up there yet.
Okay. Now, down the court. Travel as Lake got hit and took that extra step. So a turnover by the Wolverines. So here comes Epps, up 48-17. I missed it, Brad. Mercy me, and tried the alley-oop, doesn't get it to go. Chucky Swinesburg gets the rebound. Mercy roll in effect here as South Allegheny finds themselves up by 31 with 4:30 remaining. Turnaround shot is Alvarez, who comes in off the bench. There's Cook for a three off the front of the rim. Don't go. Cuevas with the rebound. Dribbles through. Goes down the right side. Bounce pass underneath. Who ends up with it? Is Ewer. Far pass to Epps. Gets to the three-point line. He wants to drive down the lane. He's going to get fouled. Shot don't go. It's going to be on Chucky Swinesburg.
Okay, so they are saying it is his third. It's just they're behind by one.
Yep, it should be his third. It's not right on the scoreboard.
Yep.
So it should be the team's third, too, I believe.
Yes, correct.
They're a foul behind. Epps makes the first shot. Epps, he's 2 for 2 from the line. Tyler Smiley's going to check in as Chucky Swinesburg's going to take a seat. Second shot by Epps. In and out of the rim, does not go. Aaron Lake gets the rebound. Running clock here. Tyler Smiley at the baseline, dribbles back out, goes it to Lake. Lake setting up the offensive play, tries dribbling down the lane. Once he goes straight up, bounce pass to Caleb Cervic, and an awkward shot. That would have been a highlight reel shot, but it does not go. Drew Cook with the rebound. Pass, and it's stolen there by Lake. But they're going to say a foul on South Allegheny on number 4, Jake Ewer. And the South Allegheny faithful are not happy with that call. And that does put them into the bonus now. So the Wolverines will go to the line to shoot 2. And I think to the line will be Aaron Lake. Lake's first attempt is good. Uses all the rim, but he does make it.
That makes him now 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Wolverine's really good from the free throw line. That's the one bright side.
Yep. Second shot by Lake is good. And here comes the Gladiators. Quickly, they waste no time. Mercy rolling her. I don't think they know any different, quite honestly.
No.
Drew Cook, underneath pass. Oh, pretty pass. To Jakowski underneath, and he puts it up and in. Here come the Wolverines on offense. Aaron Lake Dribbles past 4. Cuevas going to put up a 3, and
For
he drains it.
three!
It's good. Cuevas answers with the 3-pointer, 51-24. Now Epps. Up the court he comes. Oh, underneath there, bounce pass underneath to Ellis, who had checked in. Cook now, no look pass. Tic-tac-toe, making it happen. Camden Lewis with the layup up and in. Here comes Aaron Lake down the lane, puts it up. Make no resistance and puts it up and in. Kiss the glass, it's good. 53-26. Epps now. Lewis puts it up. Awkward shot, but he gets his own rebound. Gets a rebound again as he missed it. Now the shot for Ellis. And an offensive rebound again by Drew Cook. How are you keeping up fast enough with these rebounds, Brad, doing stats?
Oh, it's insane.
They're getting rebounds on their own shots. Cuevas launches up another 3, and it's good. Get him in the zone. As Cuevas now 2 possessions with 2 3-pointers. Almost on there. Epps get on the 3 parade. Number 10, he makes it. Jakowski. That's his second of 3-pointer. He's 2 for 5. Here comes Aaron Lake. 58-29. Aaron Lake dribbles out to Smiley. Smiley hands it off there to Servik. Servik, shake and bake dribble. Aaron Lake once on the 3 parade, 2.
For 3.
Trades it. It's good. It's raining 3s all of a sudden here at North Catholic High School.
I would say.
I thought Ellis was going to pull up from here. He's 8 foot behind the line.
Oh.
But he passes underneath to him, and he's going to be fouled as Aaron Lake went up. Ellis kind of double clutched, and he gets hit. So Lake gets called for the foul. So his second, team's 4th. Wasn't a shooting foul.
Nope. Yep.
Throws it all the way out there. Cuevas gets the steal, goes down the court, keeps it from going out of bounds. He falls on it. Out of bounds. Cuevas gave chase.
Yeah, unfortunately, Cuevas' leg hit the referee. He tripped over the ref. We had a
Is that what
ref
it was?
down. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So here comes Epps. No look pass. Throws it out there. Ellis for 3 at the buzzer. Off the side of the rim. Does not go. At the end of 3. Oh, South Allegheny all the time. It's 58-32. The Wolverines did score 19 points in that period with several 3s along the way. Sadly for them, though, South Allegheny scored 22.
We'll take one more timeout, folks. We'll bring you 4th quarter action. Wolverines down big.
Ellwood City Sports would like to thank our sponsors for today's broadcast. Ellwood City Area School District, Ellwood City Football Boosters, Ellwood Area Family Center, Legends Barbershop, Michael's Furniture, The T-Box, Gipper, and Spokane Orthodontics.
Welcome back, folks, in this 58-32 Mercy game now at this point for the Wolverines. South Allegheny. The rebounds and the 3-pointers and the speed. It's just speed. Smiley inbounds. Gets it to Cuevas. Now in the hands of Aaron Lake. Far court along the side. Dribbles out to the middle. Almost got his pocket picked. Bounce pass underneath the net. Time it is stolen by Jakowski. Jakowski, that 6'4" frame. Goes all the way across court. Tyler Smiley with the steal that time. Here comes Tyler Smiley, far court. Passes it out there to Servik. Servik goes down the baseline, throws it up. Air Biscuit don't go. Who gets the rebound? Jakowski. Jakowski almost got his pocket picked by Servik. Down the lane, number 30 puts it up and in. Elise made it happen. Loose ball, and he found open, got the pass. Here comes Aaron Lake, out to Tyler Smiley. That gets blocked, the 3-point attempt. Jakowski with the block, throws it down to Drew Cook. Drew Cook lays it up and in. You don't want to get into a foot race with this team. I don't care what the score is. Here comes Servik. and he's going to be fouled. And number 2, Epps, that's his second foul.
Drew Cook.
Or Drew Cook, I'm sorry.
Yep.
So Chris Smiley checks in for his brother Tyler Smiley. Once you get the inbound, pass to Cuevas. Aaron Lake says, don't pass to me, I'm behind the line. Aaron Lake now pass to Cuevas. 1.5 serve it, cut to the hoop. A deep 3 by Lake off the front of the rim. Don't go. Who ends up with it? Jakowski. Jakowski kicks it out. Now puts it down, goes up and in. Partially blocked there by Alvarez, who checked in. That time a big-time block by Chris Smiley. Coming the other way. Bounce pass. Lake puts it up. Gets his pocket picked. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Jakowski. You know, we can talk about Drew Cook, got 22 points. You can talk about Epps sitting there with 13. But Jakowski, that 6'4", he could cause some issues too for teams. Kicks it out to Cuevas. Can he get the other 3? That time off the back of the rim. Don't go. Drew Cook with the long rebound. Looks, dribbles down, puts it up. Floater goes up and in, and he counts it. And he's going to be fouled in the process. Going to go to the line for the and 1.
Foul's going to be on number 3, Aaron Lake. That's his third. Team's first. Here at the 5:20 mark.
So stop the clock for the foul shot. They run 10 seconds off. Cook completes the and 1. He's got 24 of the 65 points for South Allegheny. Inbounding.
You can kind of hear the fans behind us. They want this one to sting because of the football game. That's guaranteed.
Yeah, I think that's happening here.
Yep.
Aaron Lake does not get the shot to go. Jakowski with another rebound. His dots are filling up on his section of the page. Eilis gets down the baseline underneath and puts it up and in for Lewis. Now Lake going to bring it up the court, 67-32. 4:52 remaining. One to hand it off, goes Smiley, stops. Now Lake fakes the 3, goes down the lane, kicks it back out. Smiley, the lefty, puts up the 3 in front of the rim. Don't go. And Lewis made an attempt for that rebound, but the foot was on the line when he tried to throw it back in. Hey, sitting here tonight with Keith Barnes from the Post-Gazette. You can read about all of his exciting day. He was covering the diving at North Allegheny. He's going to be back there tomorrow. He'll be covering all 3 of the games there tomorrow. Check them out at the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Oh, a nice try there by, doesn't get to go. Outlet pass to Drew Cook. He puts it up and in, makes it look easy. You better be in shape when you're playing this team, I will tell you that. Aaron Lake wants to get down the lane, puts it up off the side of the rim. Don't go. Lewis there, Brad, with the rebound. Almost lost it. Jakowski gets it underneath past Drew Cook and through his fingers, and out of bounds it goes. See some subs coming in now. Number 21 and 11, and a nice hand for Drew Cook as he leaves the game. I think it was 24 points, and Jakowski leaves the game. He had a whole bunch of rebounds in this game. Jackson Kerchek back in along with Chucky Swinesburg. That was Anderson and Maj Reason checked in. Going to have more subs coming in here for both teams at the 3:18 mark. Chris Smiley puts up the lefty shot, doesn't get it to go. Who gets the rebound? Number 11 who just checked in, Anderson. Anderson into the hands of Lewis. Lewis out there at the point, passes it off to Cameron Epps. Epps, little pitch and catch, back and forth. Epps now has the ball. 3-point shot by Eilis does not go. Rebound there by Alvarez of Ellwood City. Here comes Chris Smiley. Wolverines down 69-32. Kicks it out there to his brother Tyler. Smiley gets down the baseline, meets some resistance. Pass to Chucky Swinesburg. And gets the shot to go to Chucky Swinesburg. We just want to do a sub here. A full timeout taken by Coach Bradley. And a nice round of applause from South Allegheny as I said they didn't really call a timeout. They just let everybody sub in, the way it looks to me. So Matt Flumer checks in, as does Hendo, Hendrickson, and some other names here coming in, Brad, for South Allegheny. Adam Jakowski, the junior brother, is out there. There's a 3 air biscuit, does not go. Going to be saved there. There's a 3-point shot by number 3, Hunter Milonic, the 5'7" senior. And that crowd went nuts when he hit that one. Swinesburg now dribbles down to Jackson Kerr down the baseline, in and out of the rim, does not go. Who gets the rebound is Milanic. Deep pass out there. Number 21 with the 3-point shot off the rim, does not go. That was Samaj Reason. Jackson Kerr with the rebound, coming the other way. We got a real foot race now going. Hand off there to number 14 of the Wolverines, Dom Wallace. Bounce pass underneath and through the fingertips as Matt Flumer. Now number 24 going to check in, Elijah Cook. And number 30, Eilis is going to check out. He gets a nice ovation. 72-34. Final minute, 15 remaining. Bringing it up the court is Milanic. Pass around there. Number 24 with the 3-point shot in and out of the rim, does not go. That was Elijah Cook. Another 3 attempt. Count it. It's good. Samaj Reason, this sophomore, gets on the scoreboard with his 3-point bucket. Chucky Swinesburg launches up a 3. Does not go. Who ends up with it is Anderson. Anderson goes down the lane, tries to pass it out there, and Braden Hendrickson knocks it out of bounds. And the rolling clock here with 40 seconds inbounding is Elijah Cook. Goes underneath, kicks it out. There's a 3 ball. It's way too long as Chris Smiley gets the rebound. That shot was taken by Anderson. Smiley now, final seconds of the game. Wants to get a screen. Doesn't get it, tries to bounce past the Flumer. Doesn't get it through. Deep pass down there. Puts it up and in is Smaj Reason. 77-34. They've more than doubled him up. Final seconds. Puts up the shot. Doesn't go. Clock strikes 0. And that's the end of the game. All South Allegheny, all the time. They win this game 77-34. Completely blowing out the Wolverines. Even more, outscoring them 19-2 in that 4th period of play. Wow. They are who we thought they were.
Yep.
And South Allegheny, you come in here tonight and you see why they're the number 2 seed in this section. Wolverines coming in at a 10.
Yep, and I guarantee
they were completely owned tonight. South Allegheny beat them 77-34.
I guarantee you, if you were part of that Facebook group, WPIAL Edition, we're going to hear about it all night long for the next 5,000 weeks about this one. That's for sure.
I think so. but folks, we can go over some stats, Brad, but you just want to send them out here later on?
Yeah, we'll send out the stats. We'll have some stuff posted later on, and we'll have the stats on Twitter and whatnot, and then we'll have all the updates and everything that's going forward. That means now officially that the South Allegheny Gladiators will take on the number 3 seed Mohawk Warriors. Mohawk Warriors, good luck.
Yes.
You're going to need it. On the flip side, Wolverines now know what they're going to have to go and do. The number 10 seed Ellwood City Wolverines will be taking on the number 6 Southmoreland Scotties. That one should be at Southmoreland if they decide to host, which they should. I'm not sure the exact time of the Constellation game, but we'll have all that information, like you said, Thad, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, our networks all over the place. We'll have all that information for you.
All right, folks, this is again the final here, 77-34. The Wolverines down 12-2 in the first, down 36-13 at halftime, 58-32 at the end of 3, and 77-34 is your final of the game. With that, we certainly thank our sponsors tonight, Spokane Orthodontics. If you need some teeth work done, check out Spokane. Several offices all across the Beaver County and Lawrence County area. with that, Brad, anything else?
No, we should be good. Just the one other out-of-town score, obviously Riverside there in the girls basketball. They did lose the Keystone Oaks 48-44, but they're not done as well. So girls basketball for Ellwood not done, girls basketball for Riverside not done, and then on top of it, the boys basketball team not done either. So a lot of things to be had.
The path to the beat is over for the Wolverines.
Yes.
Now we'll move on to state championship play. Best of luck to South Allegheny Gladiators moving forward. They got a great team.
Yes.
And best of luck to them going forward. So with that, folks, on behalf of Brad Windhorst and myself, Thad Sturgeon, we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. Good night, everybody.